Do you guys think we will be stuck in stagflation because of trying to tame inflation and bank failures?
I am over 80. I am over 80% sure that we are going to have a depression-like
Uh,
recession, which is over 60%. We're going to go down from peak to trough, in my opinion, at some point, at the lowest point, over 60% in the S&P 500. And I believe stagflation is now inevitable. And I believe that we are going to have um, longer than normal times of a bad, of higher than normal interest rates, Fed fund rate that the banks borrow money. We're going to have a longer than normal economy with X percent of people out of work. And that is going to equal basically stunted growth in our economy, which basically equals stagflation. And I think yes, I think stagflation is at this point imminent. I've never thought that a soft landing was likely, but now I think it's impossible.
Guys, stagflation, for anybody that doesn't understand, is essentially high inflation and high unemployment, just kind of standing still, or the economy's kind of just standing still. Um, I the reason I was laughing is because I know Gabe's take on it, and I'm very similar with this take. I believe that we're going to have an extremely strong recession, like a massive, like a great recession, because we keep kicking the can down the road. I do believe that we're going to have a bull run right now. I don't know how strong the bull run is going to be. I sold out of all my shorts, but I will be getting into shorts when I feel the time is right again. One of them is going to be Nvidia. Actually, I was able to make a little bit of a run shorting things. Uh, um, I never shorted before, which I was an idiot. I was always against shorting because I'm like, I don't want to bet against the market. It's bad, bad, bad luck. But whatever. Um, we're gonna get a bull run, and then we're gonna get a massive, massive, massive recession. And I don't know when that's gonna be, but it's super, super scary. What's gonna happen? You can see that all the countries are scrambling right now to stop bank runs from happening, and they're doing anything they possibly can to stop it. But this could only last for so long, unless that one way we get out of this is technology. If technology takes off, that technology really makes things better, alleviates the inflation. Like, that's the only thing I possibly see that can make us not have this. As a global business, if all countries put together, we are a failed business. We spend more money than we bring in. The entire world put together, for every dollar that comes in, we owe $1 plus. We're not a functioning business if the world was a business, not just the United States. So yes, to answer is, I believe yes, but we should have a bull run right now, um, coming up with quantitative easing. Might not be quantitative easing like it was during the coronavirus, but this is quantitative easing. We are dumping money into the economy. In any case, I think me and Gabe are on the same page with this. Adam and Gabe, do you think if the Federal Reserve pivoted this week and poses rate hikes, we moon? Um,
Temporarily, short answer is yes. And then it'll be followed by the biggest rug pull in our lifetime. I was alive in 2000. I was alive in 2008, and it'll be the biggest rug pull from peak to trough of over 60%. That's my educated guess. What do you think,
so
Adam?
I agree. So last time we spoke, I ended up buying TQQQ. I also ended up buying a call option on TQQQ for 1 week right after this. I'm actually up 100% on it. Um, and I don't know when that drop is going to be, obviously, but I'll be able to tell you a little closer. But I actually bought $30,000 worth of stocks today, to add to my positions. And yeah, I think we're going to have a nice little bull run right now. I mean, I obviously could be wrong. Everyone's going to screenshot the shit, but I believe the Fed is going to do either neutral or 25 basis points. I believe this is going to keep running. And right now, they're going to dump as much liquidity as needed into the economy in order to save a bank run. So they're doing everything they can to save this scenario so it's not 2008. The thing is, we're already dealing with more assets than we did in 2008. If you combine all the banks right now, by far, we were dealing with more assets when you combine Silicon Valley and Signature. And if you want to add like Credit Suisse, if you want to, First Republic Bank, right? It's a lot more money. They're just containing it. They don't want a 2008. But in order to do that, they're putting a band-aid on and it's gonna explode.
I
But
bought a
yeah,
call on I bought a call on after it was down like 60% today. I bought a call on First Republic Bank.
yeah,
Yeah, it
nice.
had First Republic Bank, a lot of people don't know this. It hasn't hit like mainstream. I actually sent Amit a screenshot. All the banks, not all the banks, all the large banks are giving an uninsured $5 billion, meaning if they lose it, they lose it, right? It's uninsured. And all the banks are giving that to First Republic Bank, right? So for a total of like $35 billion, I think.
It was
Okay.
5 billion from Citi, 5 billion Wells Fargo, JP 5 billion, 5 billion Bank of America.
Yep.
Goldman Sachs did 2.5, another bank 2.5, and then there was several for 1 billions.
Okay. Awesome. You know then. Today I believe so I got it today. Remember I said that in order to evaluate a bank, and it's I only put like
Yeah, you did.
I only put like $800 into this call. It's not like a lot of money. It's just one. But I did it just to see if I can capitalize on the overreaction. The price to book of the bank today when I saw it was 0.35, Adam. 0.35, an all-time low on price to book. 0.35. A lot of people don't really understand price to book, and I'm not gonna, I can monologue, but if you can get in on a bank that doesn't go out of business at 0.35, if that's your cost basis, even if it does go out of business, but you have shares with a cost basis of a 0.35 price to book, chances are you're not going to lose money, Adam. It'll take time for you to get your money because if they go bankrupt, they have to pay their liabilities first. But a lot of people don't know this. Shareholders, if there's money left over after bankruptcy, get paid. So after liabilities are paid, and remember, a price to book of 1 means that your
Even.
yeah, your assets pay exactly all of your liabilities. But a price to book of 0.35 means that you have 65% more cash than liabilities. That when it's all said and done, you're going to have plenty of cash left over. So it was just worth the risk. So I just did one call. I didn't do anything crazy.
For example, guys, just to use this example of what Gabe was talking about, UBS is buying Credit Suisse for 37 cents on the dollar. So in theory, if this would have happened, Gabe would still get paid out. There's a lot more to it, but that's what he's trying to say. That if it's at 35 to the dollar price to book, if they would have been bought out using this example, he still would have been paid out for his shares. I think that's the way it
It's a
works.
lot more nuanced than that, and I can talk for another hour just on this alone. But I just took a gamble today because I thought it was oversold. They had like an RSI of like in the 20s, man. It was really low. So I just did what a lot of people wouldn't do and bought when there was blood on the street.
It's a very interesting play, but they're Jamie Dimon is actually trying to secure more funding for them because it's not stopping the bank run. Like banks are not failing. Like they're gonna do everything possible. Banks are not gonna fail because the second the bank is gonna fail, that's gonna cause more and more bank runs.